Topping your health news, we all want to get a good night's rest, but there's a lot of advice out there for better sleep that might not actually work. Christine Pay spoke with a sleep specialist about those claims.
The quest for a good night's rest is all over social media, oftentimes marked with the hashtag Sleepmaxxing. From sleepy girl mocktails to special tape to shut the mouth, there's a lot of noise out there on what helps us get better sleep.
A number of these hacks for sleep are pretty standard advice for improving sleep.
But there are some that warrant a closer look. Dr. Brandon Peters-Matthews is a sleep medicine physician at Virginia Mason Franciscan Health, specializing in cognitive behavioral therapy for insomnia. He knows quality sleep matters.
Sleep is a pillar of health. Just like nutrition and exercise, it's the other main contributor to our health and well-being. And so it has its fingers in everything.
First, tackling those special mocktails.
I mean, it sounds tantalizing to have a mocktail in order to sleep better.
They contain ingredients touted for better sleep.
The cherry juice has some melatonin in it. There is some evidence that that can benefit sleep. Also, perhaps has some serotonin, which converts into melatonin.
They also call for magnesium, recently receiving some attention for sleep benefits.
So people can find these things to be somewhat helpful. They're fairly harmless to try, and if somebody finds a benefit in having that mocktail, I think that's fine.
Regarding melatonin, one of the more popular sleep supplements in the market,
fairly modest effects on sleep. If you measure objectively how much it changes sleep, there's not a big difference in how people fall asleep or how deeply they sleep.
But Dr. Peters-Matthews says if you like taking it, it shouldn't hurt.
They actually are more effective at low doses, taken even hours before intending to go to bed, to help your circadian rhythm, which will promote healthy sleep.
As for hacks like using tape to seal the mouth to encourage breathing from the nose, Dr. Peters-Matthews says it can be beneficial if people have dry mouth issues, but check with your doctor before trying it.
There are folks who cannot breathe well through their nose because they have a deviated septum, and that's a fixed obstruction to one side. They might not actually tolerate putting tape across their lips. They may wake somewhat panicked and take the tape off. So it's not for everybody, especially folks who feel restricted in breathing through the nose during the day.
And those sleep tracking devices should be used with a grain of salt.
I would say accuracy is not 100% as far as staging sleep and correlating to your sleep.
As for what does work, it's important to recognize how much sleep you really need.
You don't want to spend more time in bed than you're able to sleep. So if you're always getting 7.5 hours of sleep, you don't want to spend 9 hours in bed, or you're going to be awake an hour and a half each night. So it might actually mean keeping a consistent wake time, getting 15 to 30 minutes of sunlight exposure in the morning upon awakening, and then actually delaying your bedtime to build a stronger sleep drive.